How's it going? My name is Angelo Ferreira and I'm a 3rd degree black belt in Kajukenbo. Today I'm going to be going over basic stretches to do before you get started with your warm-up. So you're going to want to start with your neck. Pretty much you're going to bring your neck, you're going to go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and down. If you want to get a little more resistance, you can bring your hands and just pull down just a little bit, not too much. Bring your head up, put your 2 thumbs right underneath your chin. Then you're gonna end up putting your head left to right, like you're saying no. Or it might be right to left if you're looking at the camera. Then you're gonna circle your head slowly. You don't want to be throwing your head around, yanking it. Remember, this is a good warm-up just to kind of get your neck ready for some self-defense or grappling or rolling or whatever it is you're about to get into. Other way. And if you want to get a little more, you can tilt your head a little bit here. You can get your hand on the top of your head and just pull just a little bit, not too much. Other side. Alright, great. Next, you're going to put your arms out to your side, and your feet will be about shoulder length apart. I know you can't see my feet in the video, but just at a comfortable distance. And you're going to circle forward. Small circles first. After you're done doing small circles, I usually do it for about 10 seconds each. You're going to do big circles. Next, you're going to do small circles back and big circles. Then you get your right arm, my left, your right. Doesn't matter which side. You're going to bring your shoulder across like this, and your right arm is going to be right at the elbow, pulling a little bit. The point is that you're going to be kind of stretching out the delt right here, the deltoid. Alright, and switch. Next, you're going to grab your right hand, put it behind your head like this. You're going to get your left hand, put it here, and stretch out this way. It looks a little like this from the back. And other side, switch. I should probably mention that these are the stretches that we do traditionally in traditional martial arts. Kajukenbo is a style of Hawaiian Kempo karate. So a lot of these stretches are just kind of getting you ready to do some striking. Except for Kajukenbo actually has some grappling too, which is why we do a little bit of everything as far as our stretching is concerned. So you're nice and loosened up. If you want to do a bonus, you can throw in your knees. So have your hands here, and you're going to be rotating to your right, rotate to your left. You can come down a little bit like a small squat, and then come back up, down and up, circle, and shake it off. Now for the next part, you're going to be doing the side split. Very commonly used in a lot of styles of karate, along with Taekwondo. It's pretty much to stretch out the insides of your legs. It's also used in kickboxing. This kind of stretch, Kung Fu, a lot of different martial arts styles use it. The reason is that if you're going to be doing a martial art that involves kicking, you're going to have to be able to have the flexibility to bring your leg up as high as you can. And the more flexibility you have, the stronger your high kicks are going to have behind it. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your right hands, your 2 hands down right here on the floor. Okay? Then you're going to put out your left foot and your right foot like this. Now, some people think that some people prefer to put their feet up. Some people prefer to put their feet down. Honestly, whichever one you're comfortable with works fine with me. I'm not really picky about how you do your splits. As you can see, I've been doing martial arts for 15 years and I still can't do a full split. But as my Sifu said, As long as you have enough flexibility to get down low, just with this flexibility in itself, I have no problems kicking someone taller than me. I'm about 5'10", and I can still kick someone in the head that's about 6'3". So it doesn't really matter as far as being able to do the full splits. Now you can always argue, you're going to grab your left hand, touch your left foot. If you can't touch your foot, if you can't come all the way down here and touch the top of your foot, you can always just put your hand on your leg as far as you can, okay? As you can see, my other hand is stabilizing down the center right here, and I'm pushing down this way over here. Move back a little more so you can get a better angle on the camera. So there we go. Now, as I was saying, some might argue that if you can't do the full splits, you're missing out on some full power that you can be getting when your legs are fully extended on the kick. And that might be true. But in my experience, I've found that having this much flexibility has been good enough for me. Not to say that having more flexibility doesn't hurt. The more flexible you are, especially in jiu-jitsu, the more it's going to help you. Touch your right foot. And as you can see, I'm stretching my body forward as well. I like to hold each stretch for about 10 seconds, like I said earlier. You're going to bring it down to the center here. You're going to bring your elbows down here like this. And then you're going to bring your head down like this. Notice that as I stretch, my feet are starting to come up. That's fine, like I said earlier. Feet flat on the ground or feet up, whichever one's easier for you to pull off. Especially if you're starting off, this might not be possible for you, so don't push yourself. The point is you shouldn't feel any pain while doing these stretches. It should actually just be a relaxing experience. So, as you saw there, I sat back, I put my hands behind me. If you want to see that movement again, I was here, right? I slowly crawled back, put my right hand behind me like this, my left hand behind me like this, and slowly sat down like this. See? Sat back. Now next, what you're going to do is you're going to get both your hands, and you're going to start crawling them out like spiders in front of you. Stretch forward. My legs today are a bit stiff from running all week, so my flexibility is a little lower than usual. But again, as a beginner, if you can go all the way down and bring your head down, great. If not, just ease into it. Once you're down the center, slowly move your way to your left. Or in the video, it might look like you're right. And then you're going to grab your left hand, put it over your left foot like this. Your right hand can go on your shin, on your thigh. If you want a little bit of an extra advanced stretch or something that's going to come to you as you get better flexibility, you can bring your right hand and put it over your left like this and have both hands on it. Me personally, I like to just be right here relaxed and just kind of feel a nice stretch. You should feel it all under your leg, on the side of your hip as well, and parts of your back. Once you're done with that, you're going to bring your hands back down to the center like this, and you're going to try to hover your head down as low as you can. Off to your right. Put your right hand over your right foot. Again, you can keep it on your thigh. You can put it on your shin for a little extra stretch on the inside of your ribs here. And if you want the extra challenge, you can try to put both hands on your feet like this. Kind of like a dancer stretch, if you will. Again, me personally, I prefer it right here. Once you're here, you're going to want to bring your head forward, again, to the center. Bring your elbows down. Now I understand some of you, when you're doing this in the beginning, will not be able to put your elbows down. That's fine. You can be up to here as low as you can. The point is you're trying to bring yourself as low as you can down to the front. And then if you can, try to bring your head down like this. If that's not possible, that's fine. Right here is more than enough to stretch out the inside of your thigh right here. It's stretching out this inside area. And it's also stretching out your growing muscle so that later when you're doing your kicks, you don't pull a growing muscle. That hurts a lot. Once you're done with that, you're going to bring in your legs in what we call a butterfly. Like this. Your feet together like this. Put your hands this, and then you're going to flap your legs like a butterfly. after flapping for about 10 seconds, you're going to grab your hands, you're going to put them on the inside of your ankles, and you're going to push down with your elbows. Again, you're stretching out the inside of that growing muscle I was mentioning earlier. As well as now you're stretching out some parts of your pelvis as well. Once you push down for about 10 seconds, you're going to put your feet together like this, and you're going to bring your head forward. Some people are super flexible. They can bring their head all the way down to their feet. As you can see, I cannot. But you do these stretches every day, and you can get better and better with each time. It's recommended that you stretch every time you do martial arts. And in Kajukenbo, we do these stretches every time before we actually do anything. Push down one more time. Now, you're going to get your left foot and bring it under, almost under your butt right here. You're going to get your right foot and your right leg. You're going to bring it over the knee this way to have kind of like a cross-legged shape like this. Once you have that, you're going to hug your leg and you're going to look off to your right this way. Again, you hold for about 10 seconds and then you switch. Again, holding that leg to touch the inside right here on your butt. Get your right leg, put it over your left, and hug your leg in. When you hug it in, it's going to stretch out this whole inside, this outer part of your leg right here. All the way down the hip, down to the hip flexors, all that. It's going to be stretched out right here. Okay, once you're finished with that, we're going to work on our back arch. For your back arch, you're going to go into like a push-up position, like this. You're going to lay down, and your feet in the back are going to be pointed forward. So if you want to see this from another angle, your feet are laying flat like this. And your back is straight like you're going to do a push-up. You may recognize this from yoga poses, and I forgot what it's called in a yoga pose, but you're going to bring up, it's a back arch, bring it up, look up. From another angle, again, you're here, you bring down, you're down, looking straight down, you're going to start looking up, and as you come into the peak of your arch, you're going to breathe out. Once you're done with your back arch, you're going to bring it back, both knees, in what Japanese call seiza. Put your hands on your thighs like this. And in Kajukenbo, this is a time to kind of empty your mind, get ready to think about your training, focus on what you're going to be working on today. And while you're doing this, relax and get ready to begin. Breathe in. Breathe out. Try to breathe into your stomach, not into your chest. So you're going to try to breathe in your stomach. Try to make your belly as big as you can, right? After that, you're going to get up, you're going to begin your training. So these are the basic stretches that you can be doing before you engage in any type of martial art activity. And some people would say that you can do these stretches anytime before you engage in any type of physical activity as well. Well, I'll catch you next time. Remember, before you do any type of martial arts, always remember to stretch. It's really important. Catch you later.